guys doing? Grandma Nana's doing good. Tonight I'm in the kitchen. I got crazy hair going on. I look like I'm back in the 60s. To serve with love. Or whatever that song is. My mama used to sing that song. I look like I kind of got a 60s do going. But anyway, if you can't make fun of yourself, laugh at yourself sometimes, you know. Anyway, tonight, what's on the menu? Couldn't think about what I wanted to say. Tonight, what's on the menu for Grammy Nene is fried chicken tenders. We want some fried food in this house. We've been eating healthy every night. It's time for a little fried food, but we're going to have a salad with it. Nothing on the side. We're going to make a little Southwestern salad, but I'm going to make my homemade chicken tenders. Let's see if we can do it good. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and we're going to start getting this oil ready. I'm going to try to have you guys up at a higher angle tonight. That way I can move you around easier. We're going to turn this on about a medium heat. We're going to take some lovely canola oil because that's what I got. We're going to add it in here. It's going to have to be about halfway up the skillet. I always hate frying something because you waste so much oil. But when you put that delicious fried food on your lips, honey, you ain't wasting nothing. No, nothing. Okay, so let's go over here and let me show you my assembly line I got going on. Okay, I got me some tongs. Tongs are important. Okay, so over here we got some chicken tenders. Soaking in some buttermilk. I had to make the buttermilk homemade. It's just regular skim milk with a little bit of vinegar added to it. And I added a little bit of water too because I didn't want to use that much milk. I'm cheap, let me tell you. So in here, I got about a cup and a half of self-rising flour, maybe about a fourth of a cup of some cornstarch in there. Some pepper, some of this delicious steak seasoning that I tell you guys about all the time, some seasoning salt, and I'm just going to kind of mix it in there. Now that's ready to go. Alright, and this is going to be my liquid batter. I got 2 eggs, probably about a cup of self-rising flour, and we're going to add some water to it, and we're going to get it mixed up. We want it to be thick. We don't want it to be watery thin. Because it's going to be what sticks to the... I'm just using these tongs because they fixing to get dirty anyway, girl. They might, boy, girl, what the... Whoever's watching me tonight, I'm talking to all of you. So see how we're getting that? Almost like a cake batter. Consistency. Let me get over here with you guys. See what I'm doing. You see how I'm stirring? I'm stirring and stirring. I have people make fun of me using that word steering. I'm a steering. That's what we do. I don't know if it's any different than the steering up north, but steering is what we do down south. We steer. And see how that's like a cake, almost a pancake consistency? That's what you're looking for. Now, I haven't put any kind of seasoning in this. I do want to add just a little bit. I want to make sure those eggs are all incorporated. Now, this is going to be my wet, and this is going to be my dry. And I hope you guys can see good. I hope I don't have you too far away. I can lower you down a little bit. And bring you over. Over here, come on over here and see what I was doing. Let's lift you back up just a smidgen. Lower you down just a smidgen. See, I'm learning. I'm learning. We're all learning together. Okay, we got it all going. The skillet's getting hot. I'll drink that later. Gotta have me some water. So I want to put a little bit of pepper, just a little bit of pepper and salt into this whip. Ooh, that might be a little bit more. You know I like my stuff spicy, but my sweetheart don't. He don't mind a little bit of pepper. Let's add a little bit of salt. I just love these things. Girl, I feel like I'm such a professional taking that salt and putting it in there like that. So... And then we're going to mix that around in there and get that pepper so we don't get one chicken tender that's just burning your tongue completely off of you out of your mouth, you know. Okay, so we're gonna go in here, and it's better if you have a couple hours to let these soak in there. I don't. I came home from work, they were thawed out, and I'm cooking them. So that's just how it goes. Working people don't have time to let stuff do what it's supposed to, but it still turns out good. I already did this wrong. Remember when I had my flour over here? They're supposed to go in the flour first. They get dipped twice. I tell you. So let's let that drip off. So we're going to dip this one twice, but we're going to dip it in a different way. Now, I add cornstarch to mine. Cornstarch adds a little bit more crisp to it. Let's shake that off. Let's go ahead and add that in there again. Let's put that in there. Let's put that flour all over there. These are going to be extra crispy, extra battered chicken tenders. Let's go ahead and get that. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to hold that up there to you. Can you see how crispy that's going to be? We're going to lay it on the plate and let it rest. Okay, now let's do this one the right way. We're going to reach down in there. We're going to get a chicken tender. It's going to go into the flour first. I like using the tongs because I can actually pick up some of that flour and put it on top of it. Now we're going to go into this wet batter. At any time you need more, if you run out of batter, you can always make more. It doesn't take long to do it. You seen how easy I had that come together. So now we're going to take this. It takes a little while to get it. It takes a little while. Now I don't know if you guys watched my encouragement Wednesday that was about suicide. That was about people feeling like they didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't share this story today, but I'm going to share this story now. All of us ladies that work at the library, we're a small community. We'll start with that. And we have patrons that come into where I work every day in the library on a daily basis. And if we don't see them in a little while, we start to worry about them. We had a gentleman, and I'm not going to say his name because I'm going to keep him private, but he would come in every day, and he was such a jolly fellow. You would have never known that anything was wrong with him whatsoever. And we just loved him. He was our friend. And one day he didn't come in, and he didn't come in the next day. And I happened to say, hey, have you guys seen Mr. Such and Such today? And they're like, now that you said something, no, we haven't seen him. And that night, my director sent me a text that he had been found dead, that he had killed himself. And I want to tell you, our hearts were broken, all of us ladies that work at the library, because we loved him. We weren't the only ones his heart was broken. His family's heart was broken too. And I promised myself then, if I could do anything, and it was around this time, to stop somebody from doing that. Because I had no idea. And for a while I felt guilty. I thought, could I have done something? Could there have been something that I'd done different? Were there signs there? But he was such a happy person. And I let you know that somebody can be walking around and look like the world is just okay. And nothing's going on with them. But they're broken on the inside. And now he's gone. It's too late to try to help him fix those things that were hurting him. But if I can save somebody else, if I can help somebody else, that's what my plan is. So now, let's talk about something happy. Because if I keep talking about that, it's going to make me cry. And I just didn't add that into my video, and after I was done filming, I thought about him because he was the inspiration behind that. I'm going to tell you, I might have to make me some more wet batter. I had more chicken tenders than what I thought. But I'm continuing on with this. But I hope you guys had a wonderful, blessed day. This is actually Wednesday evening, but I probably won't be posting this until Thursday morning, because I've already put one on there today. But I just want to tell you, I love you guys. I'm so thankful for you ones that watch me. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this batter right here. I'm going to tell you something. I was supposed to be using 2 different tongs. But I got to talking and just started using one. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to add some of this flour over into this. And we're just going to whip that around again. Because we want that to be good. We want to keep our mixture. See, I was kind of running a little short on this. But we're just going to take some of this flour that we had over here. Because we're going to have plenty of that. We're going to add it to it. Because we already have the egg and all that stuff in there. We're going to get this done. And there we go. Now it's back to a pancake consistency. And I'm going to add some more flour. I'm going to change them out. This has gotten a little bit too dirty. And this is how you do it. And you get a restaurant quality crisp on these things. Now, see, I got him in there. So let's go back over here. Let's take our flour and let's see where we get it in there good. Like I said, all that good cornstarch in there. It's going to make these delicious. I don't know how many more chicken tenders I got. I'm just going to get them in there. I got a lot. I'll be cooking chicken tenders forever. But I'm cooking for the family. So everybody's going to be eating some of these. So we're going to kind of take these and kind of stir them around. Let's get one over here and get it real good and done. Sometimes I get in a hurry and then I start messing things up. And that's what I'm fixing to do. But I'm grabbing the ones out that's got lots of coating on it. And then let's take these and flip them. Bring them back over to the flour. We ain't hurt nothing. It's all going the same place, you know? Sometimes you got to get in a hurry. I don't want to keep you guys watching me dip all of these. So these will be the last ones that I dip on camera. But we're going to go over here and start frying some. Because I want you guys to know how I'm doing it. But I also don't want to bore you guys to death. I want you to say, wow, I love watching that old Grammy Nene. She's entertaining. Let's go over here. Let me turn you around. How about you guys follow me over here? We gonna cook some chicken right now. We're gonna cook some chicken. Get you turned where you can see that skillet. I believe you can. Guess what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get some more tongs, but I'm gonna steal a little bit of this flour. I want that a little hotter. You want that oil to be hot because when you start adding this chicken to it, it's going to cool down. It's going to cool down some, and you don't want it to cool down too much because you want it to keep its heat. You can always turn it down, but it's hard to turn it up when you start frying chicken. So, I'm testing it. Taking a little piece of flour. I think we're getting there. Let's get it turned up a little bit more. I'm going to go in there with this one. Test one. Yeah, we got a little bit of flame going. I wanted to get a little hotter before I add more though, because like I said, the more we add, the more that temperature is going to drop, and that's not quite where I wanted it. When she gets to cooking good, then we'll add some more. And these are supposed to be really crispy if I did them correctly. And I usually do. My husband usually likes my chicken tenders. Like I said, here lately we haven't been eating too much fried food. There we go. Now, that's kind of sounding like it's supposed to. It's sounding like some. I think I'm going to do 3 at a time. Because I just do not want to overdo that. And then the steam, if they steam. Because if they steam, then they're not going to be crispy. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get me a plate. I'm going to walk over here and get me some paper towels. I'm going to put this over here. Now, there we go. Now, let me tell you, today I had one of them days where I didn't know what I was doing. I've been having problems with my eyes, so I've been having to wear sunshades whenever I'm not working on my computer to protect my eyes. I'm sitting there, my eyes are just giving me a fit. And I'm like, what have I done with my sunshades? I get up, I look all over my office. About 40 minutes later, I go to the bathroom. They're on my head. So my advice to you, if you're over a certain age and you have lost your keys, your glasses, anything like that, go to the most obvious place. Look on your head, look in the door, look in the car, look in the obvious places. Because that's probably what's going to be going on. Let's get back to this chicken. Now that I've told y'all how crazy you cook it I am. This chicken is starting to look good. And you don't want to flip it yet. You want it to get good and golden brown before you flip it. Because it will lose its spreading. And we don't want it to lose its spreading. We're looking for some crispy chicken. And while y'all watching that, I'm going to go over here. And I'm just doing the same thing over here that I was doing before. I'm finishing up this chicken. I'm just taking these tongs and flipping it. Y'all watching my chicken for me. That's what y'all doing. Sometimes a woman needs some help in the kitchen. I think I'm going to have to get some more flour in here. And that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have some more flour to get these in after I get them to that second batter. But it looks like I'm not going to hardly have any waste. I'm proud of that. Okay. More chicken. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. That chicken's coming up to a good temperature now. It's a doing good. So, how? Yeah, we're about ready to flip this. And I'm going to get another set of tongs because I don't want to touch that raw chicken one. These ones that are getting cooked. Let's flip them. Oh, lordy, lordy. Would you look at that? And it don't take long because these are chicken breasts. And chicken breasts don't take long. That one got a little bit extra good. But I ain't going to complain about it. I ain't going to complain about it at all. Matter of fact, I'm going to kind of take that heat down a little bit now. Because we want to make sure they cook all the way through. See, I finally got that oil up to where it needs to be. You want it to have that good boiling. Tell you what we're going to do now. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to fry some of these up. We're going to come back. We're going to taste them. Alright, Grammy and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And we are all done with our crispy chicken tender strips. I've cooked them all. And I don't know what y'all think. But them things is looking mighty delicious. Oh, Grammy Nene surprises herself sometimes with some of her deliciousness that comes out of here. Sometimes my eyes be like that. Now that's a lot of chicken for just 3 people. But we'll put the rest of it in the refrigerator. And we can have it with something tomorrow night. Because it will heat up beautifully in the oven. Now I wouldn't refry it. But you can put it in the oven. You can also put these in the freezer. If you need to. But anyway, I'm going to cut one of these open for you right now so you can kind of see. Let me grab me a plate, get me a fork and a knife because them boogers be hot as a firecracker. I'll be right back. Let me get me a plate. Now let's scoot them back. I don't want to get on that burner because if I get on that burner over there, it will scald me to death. Let's move this over here so you guys can see. Alrighty, so I'm going to get this piece right here. I'm going to get this piece right there. This one was on the bottom and I set it on the top so I'd know which one to get because it's been cooked the longest. Now we're going to take this knife and this fork. Oh, can you hear the crispy? Oh, and it's cooked all the way through. Let me show you this. Can you see that beautiful juicy chicken that's in there? Let's put that camera over. You're going to want to see my lips. You're going to want to see my happy face. There you go. Y'all try it. It's a double dipper. Buttermilk, flour, cake batter like consistency, then back into the flour. Let it set for a few minutes. Have that grease hot and deep. And that's what you'll get. And don't forget to add the cornstarch because that cornstarch is what give you that crispy bread. Y'all have a good evening. God bless you. Grammy Nene loves you. Till next time, have a blessed day.